and see. So let's discuss this topic: how to convert a relationship type from lookup to the master and the master to the lookup. So first discuss how to convert this relationship from lookup to the master. Okay. So actually, let me go back, take you back, and we have discussed one problem over here. So if you remember, when we were, discussing this master detail relationship, that time we came up with a problem. We actually have seen one problem that upon creating a master detail relationship, if the child object contains some previous records, if the child was having some previous record, then you cannot directly create a master detail relationship that time. Salesforce won't allow you in that case. If the child is having some records, so we cannot create the master detail relationship directly. And that is what we already have seen this. That time we tackled in a way that we actually have removed the entire child records. But this is not the proper way. This is not the proper way. Actually, the right way to solve this problem is that if you don't, if you don't create a master detail relationship directly, if you are not able to create this master detail relationship directly, how we are going to do is that, first of all, create a lookup relationship. First of all, create a lookup relationship and then associate every child with a parent. Because inside the lookup relationship, having a parent is not essential. The child could have a parent, child couldn't have a parent. But what is our aim? What is our aim? Our aim is to ultimately create a master detail relationship. Although we cannot create it directly. Why? Because the child was having some records. Okay. So don't delete the record. Don't ever go with the solution number one. That is a very unpractical solution. We never do this. In the real time, we never ever do this. We never do this. What we need to do is that instead of creating the master detail relationship, create the lookup relationship first. And then associate every child with a parent. If there is a child who doesn't have any parent, you first need to have a parent for that child, associate a parent record to that child. Once inside once inside your child, every child record is having a parent, all of the records is having a parent. Now you can convert the relationship from lookup to the master. So if they will ask you this, if they will ask you this, what is the need? Write down this. Please write down this. What is the need of converting a relationship from lookup to the master? दो क्वेश्चंस बनते हैं, देखिए वैसे तो इसके ऊपर probably they could ask you two questions on this. पहला, what is the way to convert a lookup relationship into the master? This is the first question. They will ask you this question: what is the way? What are the steps? What are the steps of converting? What are the steps of converting a a lookup relationship into the master? Pehla. So we need to go with this. We need to go with this. Then they could ask you this: okay, what is the need of converting a lookup to the master? Master detail to lookup नहीं पूछेंगे, यही पूछेंगे आपसे. Because this is slightly a little bit in which we need to have a discussions. So they could ask you two question. दो question बनते हैं इसके ऊपर. पहला तो ये, what are the steps of converting a lookup to the master? There are three steps. Create a lookup relationship. Associate every child with the parent. Then step number 3, convert the relationship type from lookup to the master. Okay, these are the 3 steps. ये तो हो गया. अभी हम करने ही वाले हैं कि how to convert a relationship. You are going to see that also. But what is the second question they could probably ask you is that what is the need यार? Why you? अगर आपको master detail ही करना था तो आपने पहले lookup क्यों बनाया? Now why you are converting this? तो आप ऐसा नहीं बोलना कि भाई it is according to the business need. हो सकता है पहले client ने बोला lookup कर दो, बाद में master. अरे client थोड़ी ना बोलेगा कभी, TL थोड़ी ना बोलेगा कभी. ये आप डिसाइड करोगे ना. उसको तो पता ही नहीं, इतना टेक्निकलिटीज आती ही नहीं. ही जस्ट उसको तो ऑब्जेक्ट भी नहीं पता है, तो रिलेशनशिप कहाँ से पता होगा. इफ ऐसा कभी नहीं बोलना कि दिस इज एज पर द बिजनेस रिक्वायरमेंट, नहीं नहीं, वो टेक्निकल आंसर चाहते हैं। व्हाट आंसर दे वांट कि एक्चुअली मास्टर डिटेल रिलेशनशिप क्रिएट करना था। इनिशियली वी इंटेंडेड टू क्रिएट द मास्टर डिटेल रिलेशन। आई एम टेलिंग यू द आंसर, प्लीज राइट इट डाउन। ठीक है, तो इन द मॉर्निंग क्लास, आज मॉर्निंग की क्लास में आई मीन एक पार्ट डिस्कशन में लिया मैंने, अभी आप लोगों के साथ वही डिस्कस करता हूँ। देखिए, बुरा नहीं मानना मेरी इस बात का। आप में से हो सकता है किसी को, सभी के लिए नहीं, किसी को हो सकता है कम्युनिकेशन का थोड़ा बहुत इश्यूज हो। ठीक है, तो इफ यू डोंट फाइंड द राइट वे टू क्रिएट द सेंटेंसेस एंड हाउ टू गिव द आंसर, आप नोटिस करो कि मैं किस तरह से आपको पढ़ा रहा हूँ। आई यूज टू टेल द क्वेश्चन, आई यूज टू टेल द आंसर्स ऑल्सो। तो ये बुरा मत मानना इस चीज का, बट मेरा क्या कहना है कि अगर किसी को दिक्कतें हैं सेंटेंस बनाने में, आंसर बोलने में, तो आप ऐसा करिए ना, आपको जो सेंटेंस मैं बोलता हूँ आप वही सेंटेंस याद कर लीजिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है इसमें। और बस कल चल के जब इंटरव्यू में वो सवाल पूछें तो यही जवाब दे देना, इसमें क्या बुराई है। इंपॉर्टेंट है आपका जवाब देना। वो आपने क्रिएट किया हुआ, मैंने क्रिएट किया, उससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है। हमें इंपॉर्टेंट है कि भाई हर सवाल का हमारे पास जवाब होना चाहिए, दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग। और इंटरव्यू में हमें खामोश नहीं रहना है ना। तो मेरी यही सलाह है आप लोगों को कि एक बार जब मैं क्वेश्चन बोलता हूँ, आंसर बोलता हूँ, तो प्लीज लिख लिया करो, उसको लिख लिया करो, है ना। और नहीं कुछ हो रहा ना अपने से, बस एज इट इज याद करो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। ठीक है, कंसेप्ट समझने के लिए पूरी जिंदगी पढ़ी, हम सेल्सफोर्स में आ चुके हैं, अब तो बहुत सारी जिंदगी कुछ ना कुछ सीखना है। मैं भी कुछ ना कुछ सीखता ही रहता हूँ। तो देखा जाए तो हमारी पूरी जिंदगी अब सीखने पे ही जाने वाली है। लेकिन अभी मसला फिलहाल हमारे पास 3 से 4 महीने है, और हमारे पास जो इम्पोर्टेंट फोकस है वो ये कि हम इंटरव्यू क्रैक्स करें। तो अगर दिक्कतें हैं थोड़ी बहुत भी, ठीक है, तो सबको यही सलाह है मेरी कि आंसर्स लिख लिया करो और वैसे का वैसा ही बोल दो, कोई प्रॉब्लम, कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है इससे। ठीक है, चलो। सो क्वेश्चन वाज कि व्हाई यू नीड टू कन्वर्ट दिस लुकअप इनटू द मास्टर। तो आपने कोई ऐसा वैसा आंसर नहीं देना इसमें कि ये बिजनेस नीड था, ये ऐसा था वैसा था, नहीं 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 नहीं। You need to say that we were actually intended to create the master detail itself. In the initially we want to create the master detail relationship. At the beginning we want to create the master detail relationship. दो तीन तरीके से आप इसको स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। We were intended to create the master detail relationship. Initially we were about to create the master detail. As a requirement we want to create the master detail relationship. Problem is that the child was having some previous record inside it, and therefore we were unable to create directly, we were directly unable to create the master detail relationship. So that is the problem what we were facing. And so what is the workaround for this? We actually created a lookup relationship. Now we are converting this relationship from lookup to the master. ये है वो reason. Try to write down the same sentences. If you have any problem in the communication, please don't mind this. Communication को काम करने में वक्त लगता है. Learning English is a gradual process. It is not going to happen within 3 to 4 months, but at least you can improve somewhat. You can improve. But you want to give the answer, write down the same sentence. No problem in that. कोई भी इस चीज को गलत ना समझे। ठीक है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं। सो चलिए अब हम क्या करते हैं। आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस दिस फ्यू थिंग्स लेटर। First of all, let's solve this use cases. I have not written any use case. कमाल की बात। I have not written any use cases. Anyways, if I don't have, I will create any use case right here. So let me go to the schema builder and see what kind of relationship right now we are having. Let me see to this. So let's just clear all this. Let's go to the custom object. Let's have candidate, hiring manager, position. Okay. Let's have all this. So we have these three objects. We have these three objects. You see, between the hiring manager and position, we have a lookup relationship, and between the position and the candidate, we have this master detail. What we are learning, how to convert a lookup, how to convert a lookup, how to convert a lookup to the master detail. ठीक है, दैट इज व्हाट वी आर। तो हमें क्या करना है कि द रिलेशनशिप टाइप बिटवीन द लुकअप हायरिंग मैनेजर एंड द पोजीशन, प्रेजेंटली इट इज लुकअप रिलेशनशिप। नाउ लेट्स कन्वर्ट दिस रिलेशनशिप। समन माइक इज ऑन। स्वप्निल 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 प्लीज म्यूट, स्वप्निल प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ, राइट? ओके, या। So you see the relationship type between the hiring manager and position is presently lookup. Now let's convert this from lookup to the master detail. Okay, let's do that. So अब मुझे आप ये बताओ कि first of all my question, among these two, hiring manager and the position, among these two, which one is the parent, which one is the child? Yes, tell me that. Please tell me which one is
Hiring manager is the parent.
hiring
Hiring
manager.
manager is the parent and the position is a child.
Exactly. Okay. Now, second question, where can I find this relationship field? Inside the parent or inside the child? Where could I get the relationship field?
Inside the child.
Inside the child.
Inside the child. Okay. तो अगर मुझे relationship field ढूंढनी है, तो I must go to the child, and child is position. So let's go to the position object. Let's go to the position object. Please write down the steps. I think I have not written the steps over here. Yes, I have not written. Please write down the steps how to convert this. Okay. Please write down the steps. I don't know how I mess up all this, but I have not written. Go to the child object, expand the force.com quick access menu. First of all, go to the child object. Why? Because the relationship field is actually present inside the child. Whenever we create the relationship, it's a two-step job. Identify the child and the parent. Now, step number 1 completed. Step number 2, go to the child, create a relationship field. So now, if you want to see, you again need to go to the child object. Okay. So go to the child object, expand the force.com quick access menu, and then go to this view fields. View fields. Inside the custom fields and relationship section, you will find is that you will find this lookup relationship over, right? You will find this relationship as lookup. But before, if I open this, I open this and not here. I can edit this here, but there is one more direct button. यहाँ से भी कर सकते हैं. But let me, यहाँ से भी कर सकते हैं, और एक direct तरीका भी है इसका. Let me go back and show you that same thing. Instead of opening, just click this edit button. ये directly वहाँ पहुँचा देगा. ये थोड़ा छोटा interface हुआ. And go to change field type. ठीक है, ये कर सकते हैं. But before that, I need to verify one thing. एक चीज verify करना बहुत जरूरी. What is that? Go to the child object and see how many records you are having. All how many records you are having. This is the all records. Let me just verify it once again. Okay, we have 1, 2, 4, and 5 records. Yes. Let's once again go back 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, and 5. Now let's verify. Go to the child object and see that every child must have a parent. Every child record must have a parent. Every child record must have a parent. Here it is not. Here it is not. Let me try to create few more records over here. Position name is sales representative. The HR email ID is this one. Position status is new. Let me not select this hiring manager because this is a lookup relationship. Even without selecting the parent, you can create this child record. No problem with that. Let me give a few whatever is mandatory. Let me give that thing only, and I'm trying to create one record. So I created a record, sales representative, and you see the sales representative also doesn't have the parent. I try to create one more record for this Oracle Senior Database Admin. Let me give any of the HR ID, and the position status is new. Let me not select anything from here. Select whatever is mandatory. Someone mic is on. Please take care of it. Yeah. So I also have created one more field. Now you see we have few child records. We have few position records like the Oracle Senior Database Admin and Sales Representative and Oracle Admin. So I can see that we have few child's record inside the child object position. We have these 3 records. For these records, for these records, there is no parent. There is no hiring manager. So if you want to convert this relationship, if you want to convert this relationship, go to this change field type and convert it from the lookup to master. Okay, lookup to master. But before that, go to the child object and verify that every child record must have a parent. I can see that there are 3 records here. There are 3 records here. For these 3 records, I have not selected hiring manager. For these 3 records, there is no parent record. So let's open them one by one. Let's open them and let's edit them. And let's select a parent record for them. let's select a parent record for them. What happened? Yes, let me select a parent for them. Save it. Okay, save. Okay, let's go back to this position object. Let's go back to the position and go with the senior Oracle senior database admin. Edit this. Let's select Pratap Singh. Save it. Let's go back to the position object. Let's select this record, sales representative. Let's edit this. Okay. So now you see step number 1 is completed. For all child record, for all position record, we have a parent, we have a hiring manager. Step number 1. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे मुझे कुछ डिस्कशन करना है आपके साथ. ये कन्वर्शन तो मैं सिखाने ही वाला हूँ, डोंट वरी, बट एक चीज है इंपॉर्टेंटली जो यहाँ पे हमने ऑब्जर्व करनी है और उस पर हमको चर्चा करनी है आप लोगों से. आप लोगों ने गौर किया यहाँ पे कि व्हाट हाउ आई एक्चुअली एसोसिएट पेरेंट विद द चाइल्ड मैनुअल वन बाय वन. मैंने एक एक रिकॉर्ड ओपन किया और उसको एडिट किया. आई एडिटेड दिस, मे बी आई एडिटेड दिस ऑल्सो. तो मैंने एडिटिंग किया वन बाय वन. मैंने एक एक रिकॉर्ड ओपन किया और उसके साथ में पेरेंट को एसोसिएट किया. तो यहाँ तो मेरे पास में 3 ही रिकॉर्ड थे, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12. ठीक है, ये जो प्रोसेस मैंने अपनाया ये सही है, ये सही है. अगर 2-3 रिकॉर्ड है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. लेकिन अगर इस ऑब्जेक्ट में 10,000 रिकॉर्ड होते और उसमें से 5,000 ऐसे होते जिनके साथ पेरेंट एसोसिएटेड ही नहीं, तो क्या मैं यही प्रोसेस अपनाता? क्या मैं यही प्रोसेस अपनाता जिसमें मैं एक एक रिकॉर्ड को ओपन करता, उसके पेरेंट को एसोसिएट करता, उसको सेव करता और क्लोज करता, फिर मैं अगले रिकॉर्ड पे जाता, उसको ओपन करता, उसको एडिट करता, उसके लिए पेरेंट एसोसिएट करता. गाइस गिव मी अ सेकंड, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. तो अब एक क्वेश्चन यहाँ ये बनता है कि देखिए एक फील्ड, दो फील्ड, ये कैसे आ गया? पेज कैसे ओपन होगा? एनीवेज, सो यहाँ पे बात ये बनती है कि अगर आप एक या दो फील्ड्स में चेंजेस कर रहे हो, ठीक है, फॉर एग्जांपल इनसाइड द पोजीशन ऑब्जेक्ट अगर कुछ ही फील्ड्स हैं इनसाइड द पोजीशन ऑब्जेक्ट, इफ आई रिफ्रेश एंड इफ देयर आर ओनली फ्यू रिकॉर्ड्स जिसमें हमने अपडेशन करना है, तो फिर ठीक है. तो फिर ये जो तरीका हमने अपनाया कि वी मैनुअली ओपन मैनुअली ओपन ईच एंड एवरी रिकॉर्ड, मेक द एडिटिंग, सेव इट, तो फिर ठीक है. अब अगर क्वेश्चन ये है कि अगर बहुत सारे रिकॉर्ड्स है, फॉर एग्जांपल इफ देयर आर 10,000 ऑफ रिकॉर्ड, 20,000 ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड, so but obviously this is not the process to do that, so you cannot go with the same process. That time what to do, ये डिस्कस करेंगे हम. So how to perform the bulk import and the export operations inside the Salesforce, because they could ask you this, they could ask you this, everything is related. Whenever we say one answer, we used to catch that answer and try to create next question from your answer only. ये इंटरव्यूज में चलता है, ठीक है. इसीलिए ये ऐसा स्टेप नंबर 1 पे ये क्वेश्चन आता, स्टेप नंबर 2 पे ये आता, स्टेप नंबर 3 पे ये आता. ये अगर आपको समझ गया ना थोड़े बहुत, तो आप कहीं ना कहीं अगले क्वेश्चन को भी गेस कर सकते हो कि अब क्या पूछ सकते हैं. तो फिर आपसे वो पूछ सकते हैं कि यू आर सेइंग मी दैट वी नीड टू एडिट द चाइल्ड रिकॉर्ड and then we need to associate every child record with the parent, right? This is what you are saying. So आप बोलेंगे yes, of course I'm saying that. So now for a case he will say okay, let's assume that if you have only 3 to 4 you can do it. Now if you have 3,000 of the record, if you have 30,000 of the record, if you have 3 lakh of the record, if you have 3 millions of the record, that needs to be processed, that needs to be edited. Do you in that case what is your approach? So you need to say that, see, whenever we need to perform any bulk import and export operation, whenever we want to have any operation on the bulk of data, bulk amount of data, these are the process what we follow. So ये मैं आपको सिखाने वाला हूँ, don't worry. This is the part of your admin training also. At the last of this, at the last of this, when we start the sharing and the security, हाँ, एक मिनट मुझे याद आया कुछ कि for this probably this coming Sunday I could take a class on data loader, on the data migrations, actually data management, sorry not migration, data management पे मैं क्लास रखने वाला हूँ शायद इस संडे. तो you also need to join that class अगर मैं रखता हूँ तो, because that will be common for 104 and 105, मैं उनको बताने वाला हूँ। तो हो सकता है मैं आप लोग को उसमें क्लब कर दूँ। तो यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कि किस तरह से हम सेल्सफोर्स में बल्क अमाउंट ऑफ डेटा पे काम करते हैं, हाउ वी प्रोसेस थाउजेंड्स ऑफ द डेटा, हाउ वी प्रोसेस मिलियंस ऑफ द डेटा। तो जब हम सेल्सफोर्स में काम करते हैं और जहाँ रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, मान के चले कि पोजीशन ऑब्जेक्ट में तो द पोजीशन ऑब्जेक्ट इज हैविंग approx 10,000 of the record. Out of that 10,000, 5,000 are the record for which I need to make some editing. I need to update 5,000 of the record. How I'm going to do that? So these are the tools, these are the tools which we can perform. You can perform this mass update, you can perform this bulk update using a tool called as data import and data export wizard. Data import and data export wizard. Now, where this tool is present, this tool is present within the org itself. Let me show you that. Let's go to the setup menu. Go to the setup menu. Go to the customize menu. Okay, inside the customize, you have this option, data management. You have this option, digital experiences. Let me search it. You have this option, data management. Data management is an option. Whether I could say go with the data import wizard. Okay. Inside the data, okay, it's not in the setup menu, it is inside the administer menu. It is inside the administer menu, not in the customize. It is inside the administer menu. You have this option, data domain management. Below to this data management. See, inside the data management, inside the data management, we have these tool called as data import wizard, and then another tool for data export wizard. These are the two wizards, data import and data export. So with the help of this, with the help of this, you can import and export bulk amount of data. Bulk amount. How much data? That is what we are going to see on the Sunday, probably coming Sunday. So एक तो ये है. What is the capacity of this and what is the drawbacks? Why we should use instead of using data import? ये तो हमारे अंदर organization के अंदर मौजूद है. Still, why should we go for the data loader? So data loader is what? Data loader is a Salesforce sponsored on-premise tool. ये इकलौता टूल है जिसको आपको इंस्टॉल करना पड़ता है. आज तक आपने Salesforce में अभी तो आप इतने आगे बढ़ गए, अभी तक आपने कोई सॉफ्टवेयर थोड़ी ना इंस्टॉल किया. But then this is the only software, this is the only tool that you need to install. Data loaders, data loaders. So how to install that? I'm going to tell you that also. How to install the data loader? Again, you are going to see. कैसे? And then we will see कि किस तरह से हम insert करना, update करना, upsert भी क्या होता है. We can see this, and what is the capacity of data loader? That is also we are going to discuss. That is also we are going to discuss. So we have so many tools to perform. We have so many tools to perform this bulk operations. First, we have data import export wizard that is present inside the org. We have a data loader tool. We need to install that. So it's a Salesforce sponsored on-premise tool. We have something called as batch programming. You are going to learn this inside when you go to the development. You are going to learn asynchronous programming, and batch programming is a component of asynchronous programming. Then some third-party tools like Informatica Cloud is there. These are some third-party tools also, which you can perform the bulk import and export operation. तो दे कुड आस्क यू, प्रोबेबली दे कुड आस्क यू कि देखो एक और दो रिकॉर्ड अगर मैंने अपडेट करने हैं तो फिर कोई दिक्कत नहीं यार, डायरेक्ट कर. लेकिन अगर आपको वही 1,000 5,000 रिकॉर्ड्स पे एक साथ अपडेट करना, पोजीशन के अंदर ऐसे 5,000 रिकॉर्ड निकले जिनका पेरेंट ही नहीं है, हाउ आई एम गोइंग टू डू दिस? मैं क्या उसको एक एक करके करूंगा? तो मेरा तो एक हफ्ता इसी में चला जाएगा. तो ऐसा नहीं है. सेल्सफोर्स हैज प्रोवाइडेड यू सम टूल्स. Salesforce has provided you some tool with which you can perform that bulk import export operation. Now we collect topic in data management, but you are going to learn that also. Don't worry. Okay. So abhi what I have done, we were on to the conversions. We were on to the conversions, and we have seen that presently the kind of relationship, presently the kind of relationship between this hiring manager and between the hiring manager and the position. I can see that relationship type is lookup. Now let me convert this relationship from lookup to the master detail. Let's convert this relationship from lookup to the master detail. Let me now go back, once again revise. Let me revise the same concept. Go to the position object. First of all, see that every child record must have a parent. Go and check this. Now, if you're done with this, just expand the post.com quick access panel and go to this view fields. Write down all this navigation because I have not written this. Okay. Now go to the section called as custom field and relationship section. Inside that, you will find this relationship field. relationship. How you are going to identify? This is the way you are going to identify this. Go and edit this. Go and edit this. Click on the edit button and go and then change the field type. Change the field type from presently it is lookup. Change it to the master detail. Okay. Click the next button. So it is going to be converted. You have, we have this position location name should equals to the लोकेशन नेम. ये हमने एक फिल्टर लगा रखा है. I'm going to clear this. मैं इसको क्लियर कर देता हूँ. Let me clear this. इसको क्लियर कर देता हूँ. I don't, अभी आपको समझ में आ गया कंसेप्ट, तो अभी मैं क्लियर कर देता हूँ उसको, बिकॉज मुझे फिर क्या है ना, फिर हायरिंग मैनेजर रिकॉर्ड्स क्रिएट करने पड़े. सो यस, एवरीथिंग इज गुड. लेट मी जस्ट सेव इट. सो नाउ व्हाट वी सी इज दैट हायरिंग मैनेजर, पहले यहाँ लुकअप था, अभी देखो आप यहाँ पे मास्टर डिटेल हो. Let's go to the schema builder and let's refresh this. And now you see the relationship is converted from lookup to the master. Relationship convert हो चुकी. Even if you go on the object level, अगर आप object level पे जाते हो और new का बटन प्रेस करते हो, now see relationship convert हो गई. तो यहाँ पे पहले ये red marking नहीं होती थी. Now we have this red marking over here. This indicates कि ये field अब mandatory बन गया है. तो lookup में mandatory नहीं होता है, कर सकते हैं वो अलग बात है, लेकिन lookup में by default mandatory नहीं होता है. और इसमें मास्टर डिटेल में just by default it is mandatory. So this is how, first question, this is how we convert a relationship from lookup to the master. Second, why need to convert? We need to convert this because we intentionally want to create a master detail, but this child was having some previous records, so we were unable to do that. So now what is the way? First create a lookup and then convert a lookup to the master detail. This is the workaround. We need to go with that. Chaliye. So this was the very first thing. We converted this relationship from lookup to the master. Now the second is how to convert the master to the lookup. This is quite simple actually. This is quite simple. If you want to convert a master detail relationship, if you want to convert a master detail relationship, like presently the relationship between lookup hiring manager position, we converted this to master detail. Now if I want to convert this again, if I want to convert it back from master to lookup, तो यहाँ पे कोई ऐसे प्री चेक्स नहीं है. जैसे यहाँ पर था कि आप पहले चेक करो कि सारे के सारे चाइल्ड रिकॉर्ड को पेरेंट होना चाहिए, है ना. तो इधर में ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. इधर में ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं, क्योंकि it's a very straightforward type of conversion which doesn't require any sort of prerequisite. So we can directly convert, we can directly convert this relationship type from master detail to lookup. So let's do that. Go to the position object once again, go to the position object once again. Go to the custom field and relationship section. Inside this, go and edit this. Go and edit this. Change the field type. Change the field type from master detail to lookup. And you don't require to check anything over here. That's it. Save it. Save or next, whatever you want. Go and next. So same cheese. Make it visible for every profile user. Next. Let it be landed on the default page layout and save it. That's it. Okay, conversion done. Now this was master. Now it's lookup. Let's go back to schema builder and refresh to cross verify this. Okay, straightforward conversion है. यहाँ कुछ भी चेक नहीं करना है. This is a very straightforward conversion. ठीक है. चलिए अब हम कुछ important चीजें डिस्कस करने वाले. These are few additional behaviors of some standard relationships. ये कोई भी नहीं पढ़ाता है. Let me tell you this. ये सिर्फ वही बता सकता है जिसने एक्चुअली रियल टाइम पे काम किया है और जिसको पता है. देखिए, the relationship between account and contact, the relationship between account and cases, the relationship between account and opportunity. If I pull these objects, if I pull this object on the canvas, let me see what I get. Account, contact, account, contact. Okay. Right. Mouse लेने दो. So between account and contact, between account and contact. See, the kind of relationship between account and contact is lookup relationship. ठीक है. Got it. समझ गया. Between account and cases. Between account and cases. Between account and cases. Once again, you see lookup relationship. Between account and cases, lookup relationship. Fine. Let me go back and create this between. Let me check this with the opportunity also. With the opportunity also. Let me see to that. So yes, once again, between account and opportunity, again you see there's a lookup relationship. चलिए, अब वापस आते हैं discussion पे. So these are a few standard relationship. I mean these are the standard objects है ना, ये तो सारे standard object हैं और फिर ये relationship हमने तो create की नहीं है. You can see this relationship is already there. So obviously this is the standard relationship between the standard objects. So between account and contact, there's a lookup relationship. Between account and cases, there is a lookup relationship. Even between account and opportunity, there is lookup relationship. First of all, पहली बात तो ये याद होना चाहिए. पहली बात ये याद होना चाहिए. What is the type of relationship between account, contact, cases, opportunity? It is always lookup. पहली बात. Write it down. I write it down. Everything is important. Write it down. दूसरी बात. Out of all these relationships, account object is your parent object. In every cases, I forgot to tell you this, but in every cases, account is the parent and contact is the child, cases is the child, opportunity is the child. So out of all these three relationships, first of all, the type is common. All of them are related in the lookup relationship. Second, account is parent everywhere. Your account is parent, contact is child, account is parent, cases is child, account is parent, opportunity is child. This is the second thing you need to note it down. तीसरी बात, अब देखो भाई, लुकअप रिलेशनशिप है, वैसे तो लुकअप रिलेशनशिप है, तो लुकअप रिलेशनशिप है तो वो सारी बातें जो आपने पढ़ी है लुकअप रिलेशनशिप की वो यहाँ पे लागू होती है, देखा जाए तो लेकिन यहाँ पे कुछ चीजें ऐसी हैं जो इस रिलेशनशिप में एडिशनल है, एंड वी नीड टू लर्न दैट बिहेवियर. क्या है वो? So between account and opportunity, first of all, there is a lookup relationship between account. Now, what is the additional behavior? Salesforce provide an additional behavior between this. What? Upon removing the account record, account जो कि parent है, if you remove the account record, यानी if you remove the parent record, all the associated contact records, यानी कि child record would also be removed. अब वैसे तो ये feature master detail का है, क्योंकि ये कैस्केड डिलीट करने की बात चल रही है यहाँ पे, और कैस्केड डिलीट लुकअप नहीं हो. लेकिन भाई अकाउंट और कॉन्टैक्ट में वैसे तो लुकअप रिलेशनशिप है, लेकिन यहाँ एक ऐसा बिहेवियर है जो मास्टर डिटेल को बिलोंग करता है, और वो क्या है कि इफ यू रिमूव द अकाउंट रिकॉर्ड, ऑल द कॉन्टैक्ट रिलेटेड टू दैट विल आल्सो बी डिलीटेड. ठीक है, लेट मी प्रूव यू दैट. लेट्स गो बैक टू द लेट्स गो टू द अकाउंट ऑब्जेक्ट. लेट मी ट्राई टू ओपन एनी. दिस इज द Merck incorporation, and you see for the Merck incorporation, for this Merck incorporation, I have two related contact. तो बात वही चल रही है अपनी, बिटवीन द अकाउंट एंड कॉन्टैक्ट चल रही है. अब देखा जाए तो लुकअप रिलेशनशिप में अगर मैं मर्क को डिलीट करता हूं तो नथिंग शुड हैपन टू दिस, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होगा. दिस इज समथिंग विच इज एडिशनल टू दैट, और यही हम पढ़ रहे हैं. व्हाट वी आर लर्निंग द एडिशनल बिहेवियर्स ऑफ द रिलेशनशिप, और वो सिर्फ तीन ऑब्जेक्ट के बीच में जो याद करना है, कोई बहुत बड़ी चीज नहीं. Between account and contact, if you delete this account record, delete this account. ठीक है, let me delete this account record. First of all, let me verify कौन कौन से ये Jim DeCosta and Tim Bart. Jim DeCosta and Tim Bart. Let me open this contact also. We open the contact also. Inside the contact, I can see, how to go to all contact. These are the two records. Jim DeCosta. These are the two associated contact record. You see, Jim DeCosta and Tim Bart. Let me go to the contact object and let me verify this. Jim DeCosta. So the second is DeCosta. Go to the Jim DeCosta. Okay, and the second is Tim Bart. इसका नाम क्या होगा यार? में आएगा क्या? Tim Bart. Long stocking. Bart Tim.
No sir, from L long stocking.
Long stocking. ठीक है, यहाँ पर ये रिकॉर्ड है. So we have these two records. These are associated, these are associated to that particular Merck. ठीक है. Now let me delete this. अब देखो मैं account में delete कर रहा हूँ. I'm making this delete. I'm deleting the account record. I'm deleting this parent record. Okay, it's gone. Account record से जा चुका. Now we don't have any record called as mer. First of all, let me account over here. यहीं पे verify करता हूँ. Let's see we do have any account with the mer. नहीं है. Mer नाम से कुछ भी नहीं. Now let me go to contact and let's once again refresh this. ठीक है. सबसे पहला था अपना Jean DeCosta. Let me go to the list of the team. DeCosta is gone. And long stocking, let me go to this L. We don't have any long stocking. Okay. So that means when you delete, when we delete the account record, all the associated contacts are also deleted. Now, what happened if I restore this? Let's see that also. I undeleted this. First of all, let me go to the account. Do I have? Yes, I got it back. I got it back, Merck, and even the contacts are also restored. Even the contacts are also restored. So this is one additional behavior, this is one additional behavior with this relationship. Although the relationship is a lookup, but it supports cascade delete. Okay. Now let's move on to the accounting cases. What is the relationship between account and cases? Relationship is lookup. But if the account is associated to any case, then Salesforce won't allow you to remove that account. If account have any cases associated to this. For this mer, presently I have no cases. Let me create a associated cases for it. Account name it's already have taken, mechanical fault, reason installation, status is new, variety, case origin is phone, give a subject, device failure, if description वगैरह देना है छोड़ो, let me save it. Okay, one new case record has been created. So one new case record has been created. Let me go to the account. And let me now open this Merck incorporation. Now you see for this Merck incorporation, I have one case associated with this. I have one case associated with this. This is the case record which is associated to this account. Now what if I try to delete this record? See, if I try to delete the Merck, your attempt to delete the Merck couldn't be completed. Why? Because it is associated with the following cases. It is associated with the following cases. These are the cases that are associated. And that is why, boss, you cannot delete this account. You cannot delete this account. You cannot delete this account. This is the additional behavior. Now, if you want to delete, you first need to resolve the case and either delete the case. If you want to delete this, first of all, you go and delete this case. Go and delete this case. Okay. Now go to that account once again. Open the Merck incorporation. Okay. Now we don't have any cases associated. And now you can delete it. Yes, you can delete that. No problem with that. You can delete it. Okay. So ये था second behavior. What is the third behavior? Between account and opportunity. Again, it supports the cascade deleting. There are two behaviors. Upon removing the account and record, if the account is removed, all the opportunities are also get deleted. Let me first go and see for this Merck. Presently, we don't have any opportunity. Let me create an opportunity record. Give any name. Give any name like Kapil Sharma. Type is existing customer. Lead source is web. Let me select any, select it from any date. Give a stage, whatever is required. I'm only giving that thing. Yes, I created one opportunity over here. Let me go to that particular account record. Open this Merck incorporation and you see for this Merck incorporation record, we do have one opportunity record, Kapil Sharma. Okay. If I go to the opportunity and if I click on this all opportunity and if I go to the list of K, I could find the Kapil Sharma over here. That's great. Now let me delete this. Let me delete this record. First of all, it's deleted. Let me go back to the opportunity. Let's refresh this and now let's go to the Kapil. Inside K, we don't have any K. No, that opportunity record is also deleted. So this is the cascade delete. Ye wo cheez hai. One additional behavior. Now let's restore this and see what happened to the record. If I restore this to the account, and if I now try to open this, Okay, that's cool. Now we have this opportunity once again restore. ठीक है, तो ये था पहला बिहेवियर, ये था पहला बिहेवियर कि if you delete this account, to delete the account, all the associated contacts are deleted, all the opportunities are also deleted. But if the account is related to any case, Salesforce won't allow you to delete the account which have any cases associated. और ये होना भी नहीं चाहिए. आप सोचिए ना, cases what? Case is a kind of problem. Case is a complaint. कंप्लेन रिजॉल्व ही नहीं हुई है, कस्टमर का रिकॉर्ड ही डिलीट कर दिया, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? सीआरएम में ये चीज अलाउ ही नहीं है. सीआरएम में ये चीज अलाउ है ही नहीं. तो ये बिल्कुल सही बिहेवियर है इसका. ये था पहला. दूसरा, दूसरा बहुत 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 इंपॉर्टेंट, बहुत 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 इंपॉर्टेंट. बिटवीन अकाउंट एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी ना, बिटवीन अकाउंट एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी वी कैन क्रिएट रोल अप समरी. वैसे आप मुझे ये बताओ कि रोल अप समरी कौन से रिलेशनशिप में क्रिएट होती है? यस, रोल अप समरी कहाँ क्रिएट होती है?
मास्टर डिटेल में.
मास्टर डिटेल. और लुकअप में हो सकती है?
नहीं सर, उसमें नहीं होती है.
ठीक है, अभी आपने पढ़ा नहीं है, ठीक है, नहीं पढ़ा, बट एटलीस्ट आपने डिफरेंस तो लिखा है. In the difference, you have written this point. कि roll-up summary can only be created on the master detail relationship, and it cannot be created on the lookup. लेकिन सुनो, ध्यान से सुनो और लिखो. There's only one lookup relationship in the entire Salesforce organization. In the entire Salesforce organization, there's only one lookup relationship where you can create a roll-up summary, and that is the relationship between account and opportunity. दिस इज द ओनली लुकअप रिलेशनशिप जहां पे आप रोल अप समरी क्रिएट कर सकते हो. इसके अलावा इफ यू वांट टू क्रिएट अ रोल अप समरी, द रिलेशनशिप मस्ट बी मास्टर डिटेल ओनली. ये है सिर्फ एक ऐसी बिटवीन अकाउंट एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी. दिस इज द ओनली वन रिलेशनशिप वेयर बॉस यू कैन क्रिएट द रोल अप समरी. ठीक है, तो अब जब आप डिफरेंस की बातें करेंगे, व्हाट आर द पॉइंट्स आई वांट यू टू गिव, यू नो. अब ध्यान से सुन लो इस चीज को. यू डोंट नीड टू गिव 5 to 6 or 9 पॉइंट्स. ठीक है, आई जस्ट वांट कॉन्क्रीट 4 पॉइंट्स. व्हेनेवर आई आस्क यू द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द लुकअप एंड द मास्टर, don't elaborate me the entire 5 to 7 points. I just want 3 to 4 concrete points. I just want 3 to 4 concrete points. What are those? पहला point. If the child is having some previous record, you know, if the child is having some previous record, you can create lookup relationship, but you cannot create master detail relationship. ठीक है. अच्छा देखो, मैंने एक और चीज ऑब्जर्व करी है. जब मैं मार्क्स लेता हूँ एंड आई आस्क यू दिस क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दिस लुकअप एंड द मास्टर, पता नहीं क्यों आपकी ये 20-25 साल की प्रैक्टिस है जिसकी वजह से आप ऐसा बोलते हो, या पता नहीं क्या वजह है, बट यू नो हाउ पीपल एक्चुअली गिव मी दिस आंसर. सर, if the child has some previous record, we can create lookup relationship, but if the child does not have, ऐसा. तो मतलब कैसे बताते, पता है कि जैसे वो 2 कॉलम्स में लिखा हुआ है और तुम पढ़ के सुना रहे हो. ऐसा नहीं बताना यार, मेरे को एक सेंटेंस में आंसर दो. एक ही सेंटेंस में आंसर चाहिए मेरे को. और उसकी शुरुआत कहाँ से करो? सबसे पहले क्राइटेरिया पिक करो. व्हाट इज द क्राइटेरिया? इफ द चाइल्ड इज हैविंग सम प्रीवियस रिकॉर्ड, ये क्राइटेरिया हो. अब यू कैन क्रिएट लुकअप, बट यू कैन क्रिएट मास्टर डिटेल. दैट्स इट, सिर्फ इतना. ऐसे आंसर्स बनाओ. ऐसा वो तुम एग्जाम देने नहीं बैठे हो कि तुमको 5 मार्क के लिए 10 पॉइंट लिखने हैं, 4 मार्क के लिए 8 पॉइंट लिखने हैं. ये एग्जाम नहीं है, ये इंटरव्यू है. इंटरव्यू में प्रैक्टिकल ओरिएंटेड आंसर्स चाहिए. ठीक है, तुमको कोई कहानी नहीं सुनानी है वहां पे. तो सामने वाले को बोर नहीं करना प्लीज, वो तुमसे बोर हो जाएगा. तो आंसर दो, सही तरीके से दो. तो इफ द चाइल्ड हैज सम प्रीवियस रिकॉर्ड, वी कैन क्रिएट लुकअप, बट वी कैन नॉट क्रिएट मास्टर डेटा. ये पॉइंट नंबर 1 चाहिए मेरे. दूसरा, रिक्वायर्ड अनरिक्वायर्ड पे मत जाओ, ये चेंज किया जा सकता है. ठीक है, ये चेंज किया जा सकता है. रीपेरेंटिंग पे मत जाओ, ये भी बदला जा सकता है. ठीक है. दूसरा पॉइंट ये चाहिए मेरे, कैस्केड डिलीट्स. सो कैसे बोलेंगे आप? इतने सारा सेंटेंस सुनाएंगे? नहीं. लुकअप मास्टर डिटेल, यहाँ से करो. मास्टर डिटेल सपोर्ट्स द कैस्केड डिलीट option, the cascade delete feature is supported by the master, it is won't support, and lookup it is not supported by the lookup. Or rather you say this, cascade delete is a feature of master detail relationship, but it is not there in the lookup. कैशकेड डिलीट सामने वाले को समझ जाएगा. अब कहानी मत बताओ उसको कि इफ वी डिलीट द पेरेंट रिकॉर्ड ऑल द एसोसिएटेड चाइल्ड्स आर डिलीटेड. अरे कहानी मत सुनाओ यार, कहानी सामने वाला तुमसे ज्यादा नॉलेजेबल, उसको पता है तुम क्या बोलना चाहते. ट्राई टू गिव शॉर्ट एंड प्रिसाइज आंसर्स. ठीक है. कैशकेड डिलीट इज अ फीचर ऑफ मास्टर डिटेल बट इट इज नॉट देयर इन द लुकअप रिलेशनशिप. और देख लो मैं तुमको आंसर दे रहा हूँ. अभी मेरे को मॉक में किसी ने उठपटांग बातें बोली ना तो उसको वहीं पे झापूंगा. याद रखो, तुमको मैं आंसर के साथ हर चीज दे रहा हूँ. मेरे को वैसे का वैसे ही मॉक में चाहिए. याद रखो, जब तुम्हारे मॉक शुरू होंगे ना, बिल्कुल यही चीज मेरे को चाहिए वहां. वहां पे किसी ने मेरे को कहानी सुनाया ना, उसका मॉक वहीं बंद कर दो. तीसरी चीज, पॉइंट नंबर, आई वांट concrete points, that is why we are telling all this. तीसरा पॉइंट, sharing and the security settings. Sharing and the security settings are independent in case of lookup. Sharing and the security settings are independent in case of lookup, but it is dependent in the case of master detail. ठीक है. This is the third concrete point. ये गवर्नर लिमिट छोड़ दो, जरूरत नहीं. चाहो तो बता देना आखिरी में कि मास्टर डिटेल में चाइल्ड कैन बी एसोसिएटेड विद 2 पेरेंट्स, लुकअप में 40 पेरेंट. गवर्नर लिमिट है, चाहो तो बता सकते हो, या इसको फिलहाल स्किप करो. 3 पॉइंट्स हो गए. ठीक है. चौथा पॉइंट, roll-up summary can only be created in the master detail relationship. The roll-up summary can only be created in the master detail relationship. That's it. हो गया. अब इसके आगे जाके लिखने की जरूरत नहीं कि it cannot be created on lookup relationship. नहीं नहीं, वो सब नहीं करो, सीधा साधा आंसर दो. The roll-up summary field can only be created in the master detail relationship. That's it. That's it. बट अगर आप यहाँ पे कोई अटेंशन चाहते हो तो एक पॉइंट और बोलो कि ऑल्दो देयर इज ओनली वन. अब देखो यहाँ पे मैं चाहता हूँ कुछ बोलो, तो यहाँ मैं चाह रहा हूँ कि इलैबोरेट करो. क्यों? कि बाकी लोगों को नहीं पता ये चीज. द रोल ऑफ समरी कैन ओनली बी क्रिएटेड इन द मास्टर डिटेल रिलेशनशिप, बट देयर इज वन लुकअप, देयर इज ओनली वन लुकअप रिलेशनशिप वेयर वी कैन क्रिएट द रोल ऑफ समरी. इट इज एक्चुअली बिटवीन अकाउंट एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी. It is actually between account and opportunity where you can create roll-up summary. I want you to elaborate this point. Why? Because ये उसी को पता है जिसने हकीकत में काम किया हो. ठीक है. और इतना बोलने के बाद में आपका इंप्रेशन अलग बनता है. लास्ट पॉइंट, inside the master detail, the standard object could only be the parent. Inside the master detail, the standard object could only be the parent. It could only be the parent. अब इसके आगे कहानी बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. इसका मतलब दूसरा यही होता है कि it couldn't be the child. It couldn't be the child. Now if he ask you कि अगर मुझे ये बताओ कि अगर मुझे स्टैंडर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट को चाइल्ड बनाना है तो मैंने कौन सी रिलेशनशिप लेना, बेझिझक बोलना लुकअप रिलेशनशिप. सर ये फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी है, ये फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी फ्लेक्सिबल रिलेशनशिप में आती है. फ्लेक्सिबल रिलेशनशिप है लुकअप रिलेशनशिप. वहां पे आप जितना चाहे खेल लो, वहां पे सब चलता बॉस, वहां पे सब चलता. ये फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी आपको लुकअप रिलेशनशिप में ही मिलेगी जहां पे आप पेरेंट और चाइल्ड बिना सोचे समझे आंख बंद करके किसी को भी बना सकते हो. आपका पेरेंट स्टैंडर्ड भी हो सकता है तो कस्टम भी हो सकता है. आपका चाइल्ड स्टैंडर्ड भी हो सकता है और कस्टम भी हो सकता है. तो आंसर क्या देंगे? इन द मास्टर डिटेल रिलेशनशिप द स्टैंडर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट कुड ओनली बी द पेरेंट. कुड ओनली बी द पेरेंट मतलब आगे का वो खुद समझ जाएगा. इट कुडंट बी द चाइल्ड. If by the curiosity, if he asks you this, कि if I want to make a standard object to be the child object, तो आप कहना कि sir we should go for the lookup relationship because that is the only flexible relationship where you can do that. Otherwise not. So these are the 4 to 5 concrete points जो मेरे को चाहिए relationship definition. बाकी की कहानियां मत सुनाना. अरे यार माइक पे ख्याल रखा करो. स्वप्निल, once again it's you यार. Please mute yourself. ठीक है. So this is up to this. We are today stopping over here. Tomorrow we are going to start with the roll-up summary. Okay. So I'm highlighting this. Tomorrow we are going to start with the roll-up summary. Let me first stop the recording, then I'll take your questions.